Hey guys, welcome to Chapter 5, Making an Impressionable LinkedIn Profile. First of all, congrats on making it this far. The good news is that this one's going to be super easy, especially now that you have a kick-ass CV already in place. The next step is to build a solid network. And to build a solid network, you will have to create a solid impression on the person that you'll be sending out the connection request to. A few simple things that you can do to spruce up your profile. First up, profile picture. This is the first thing people will notice when you send them a request. Use a picture that you feel confident in and keep it semi-professional with your face visible. And remember to smile and keep a good background. The idea is to make you look approachable. Number 2, the byline. Here, don't mention that you're looking for a job as of yet. Simply mention what you currently do. A simple one line that explains what your current professional position is. And I know it's very tempting to add, keywords, fancy keywords here like dreamer, achiever, passionate about X. Try and avoid that here. It especially doesn't play out well if you can't back it up using the rest of the profile. Be mindful of that whatever keywords you're using on top, your rest of the profile should also reflect that. And if it doesn't, then it's better not to use those keywords. Number 3, the about section. Now that you have their attention, explain who you are in a few lines professionally, what your overarching professional experience has been, or in case you're fresh in the job market, what your aspirations are. I will mention a few examples so that you get an idea. Keep in mind that this should be the overall narrative of your professional journey. So craft it in a way that excites the person reading it. And the easiest way to do that is to include what excites you and what do you want to do if you're clear on it. Example number 1, if you have a few years on you, you could use the following format. In this example, you're a marketing exec, so write it in this fashion. You're a marketing professional with 8 years of experience of scaling D2C businesses in beauty and health. Write the segment also. From $0 to $1 million businesses, write what is the impact that you've had, and multiple times, which means you've done it over and over again. So that really helps. Number 2, if you're just starting out, you're a fresher, then use the following example. You're a driven economics graduate, passionate to solve sustainability issues and India 2 problems. Now these are just keywords that are thrown around, but you get the gist that you write down about your graduation, what are you passionate about, and what kind of problems excite you. So that sort of gives a gist about who you are and what you're excited about and what your aspirations are. So keep that in mind. Number 4, experiences. This one should be simple enough, especially now that you have created your CV. You can simply talk about the qualitative stuff that you have worked on. Take out all the quality. Remember how you quantified everything in your CV? In your LinkedIn profile, you don't really need to do that. You can just stick to the qualitative part and save the details for the CV itself so that when you're having the conversation, there's still something to talk about. You don't want to show all your cards at once. And remember to use bullet points with summarized paragraphs to explain your experiences. It really helps the reader contextualize your professional experience better. To help you understand this, I will take you through my own profile and explain how to sort of make these paragraphs in a bullet points way. Number 5, in the skills section, add up to 5 core skills. These should be the ones that you feel the strongest in. Now it's easy to sort of wallow in your weaknesses, but remember, people will hire you for your strengths, not your weaknesses. So be very sure about what your strengths are. Number 6, recommendations. Recommendations are okay either way. If you have some, it'll boost your profile. Number 7, edit your URL to simplify it, so that you can use it in various places such as your email, etc. It makes it easier to access and makes it look more professional. So I just want to take you through my profile so that it's easier for you to contextualize whatever we spoke about. Like I said, firstly, you want a picture that's semi-professional. You want to be smiling, you want to have a nice background, like you want to seem approachable. So pick out a picture that you're most comfortable and confident in. I chose this one for myself. So pick out your best picture and don't keep it like a passport picture because that's not the most approachable picture when you look at LinkedIn, right? So you want to keep it semi-professional. Second thing, you want to look at the byline. Here you want to mention what your current professional status is, what your current position is. In case you're a student, right, you're a student at a certain college If you are working somewhere, then write your position and just keep it simple. Make it simple. That sort of works the best. Number 3, if you move down, in the about section, mention what is your overarching career trajectory been and what you've done. Sort of try and summarize it in a way that's very readable. Here I've split it into 3 parts so that it's easier. This is also from my main introduction. That's where I sort of just used it from. Here I say in 9 years I've been part of like 3 startups. So I want to say like overall, like where all have I worked and what is the company's background, because they have raised money, so it sort of puts credibility to the startups. So you want to say, add credibility to the companies that you worked in or the departments that you worked in, and then what is the kind of impact you've had in those roles. So try and summarize it in a way that like makes it look that you've put your life energy to good use. So that's the about section. So do it in a chronological fashion so that people sort of have an easier time reading it. Then comes the experience section. Here, keep it simple, make it easier for the person to read. They should be able to understand from, like reading this that, hey, what is the overall journey been? Like in these following years, where have you spent the time, etc. I just want to show you how to sort of write these bulleted paragraphs so that's easier for you to do it as well. So here, let's say you want to split it into, here I've said, I built products in 2 different parts, like the B2C part and the B2B part, and then I've sort of expanded on the B2C side where I've said on the marketplace for 2-wheelers and 4-wheelers finance, I worked on a product that solved for a 3-sided market. This was the platform which had like 3 types of customers, so the product had to sort of appease all 3 of them. So this sort of gives you an idea of, this is where this guy has worked, this kind of product he has built. So you want to create like a bulleted paragraph and try and do it for each one so that it's easier for the person to understand your experience. Next, and mention your internships also, that's also okay. Mention education, your core skills. For me, the core skills is entrepreneurship, marketing, business development, etc. You can also get recommendations. So you can ask people to give you recommendations. I think that could also really add to your LinkedIn profile. Next, try and edit your public URL as well. And I think that sort of covers it, honestly. It should not be that hard for you to get through this chapter. Yeah. Alright, cool.